How do Peoplets doing a live review of the Fluid range. So here we have the Cobalt. I also got the Grenadier or G Reindeer, however you want to say that, and the Old Boy. Didn't get the Onyx or Onyx, however you want to say that. But yeah, this is the Blue Raspberry Cream Soda. Absolutely banging flavour. You may think it had been overhyped by people in the industry, and it's been, you know, basically everywhere, as many people have told me when I did my live video of my first impressions. But yeah, genuinely love it. I only just noticed there's a description on the bottle as I looked at it then. It says a bright and fizzy vanilla cream soda imbued. Ooh, fancy words. Imbued with a tart blue raspberry syrup. Now, I would say the blue raspberry from me is a little... not overpowering, but a smidgen more stronger than I'd like. It's a very sweet blue raspberry. The cream soda is a nice subtle undertone, and I wouldn't have thought of putting blue raspberry and cream soda together myself. However, banging. Can't fault it. Well, you know, I know a lot of people are loving sweet flavours right now, so, you know, that is the go-to. Get them off disposables. Get your juice nice and sweet, but not, you know, overly sweet. But yeah, this... I can see it's been an all-day vape for anyone. I'm literally rocking it around like this because it's like near enough empty. It has been my go-to. I couldn't vape it all day, just because of the sheer fact that I like a more milder flavour. This one, absolutely banging. I can see, well, they probably have sold thousands, hundreds of thousands, I don't know, but absolutely loving that flavour. So, quick update on this one. I did say it was my favourite in the live review that I did. However, it is no longer my favourite. It is still an absolutely banging blue raspberry, and yeah, it's exactly what it says, blue raspberry cream soda. It's a nice mild cream soda with the blue raspberry being the leading forefront flavour. So yeah, absolutely still love that one to pieces. As I said, not much left in the bottle. The other flavour that I did get, which was the Grenadier. So there you go. And that one is the pineapple cake. So it says pineapple upside down cake. It has a description on the back of this one as well. And this one says a creamy buttery sponge cake with caramelised pineapple. Interesting. Rings. Oh, I read that really badly. With caramelised pineapple rings. I didn't expect to say rings at the end, but it's still caramelised pineapple. And a spot of cherry jam to finish. Now, this one, I didn't really get so much of the jam flavour myself. It is an absolutely another banger of a flavour. For me, I would say very strong, perfect pineapple flavour. With a once again mild, going back to the Cobalt cream soda. Cream soda was the mild, blueberry was the standout, the pineapple is the standout in this, and the upside down cake, or you know, whatever you want to call the cake element, the bakery side, was the undertone. Absolutely now my number one flavour. At first I was like, oh, it's a nice pineapple, not sure about the cakiness, you know, I'll have to keep trying it. This one is nearly finished, so as I did say when I did the initial review, this is my favourite. I'll fucking go through it. I stopped using this, started trying this a bit more to see what I thought. Apologies if I do keep cutting out. Signal seems to be really bad still with the Wi-Fi issues. But yeah, the pineapple upside down cake would now be my number one flavour. Definitely recommend it if you love pineapple. The cake isn't that overpowering if you're not normally a bakery fan. And if you are a bakery fan, I would say go for this because it has enough of that creamy, spongy cakiness, bakery side, that will appeal to you. And if you love pineapple, definitely get that one. Now, moving on to the Old Boy, which is this one here, which also has a lovely description on it. Tart cherry compote, sandwiched between tobacco-infused buttery frangipane, pastry, and finished with Madagascan vanilla bean frosting. Now, this one, I wasn't really getting the frosting. This might be my distaste or dislike, not really hatred for RY4. Sorry, I didn't read the front. So it does say on the front, Cherry Bakewell. There you go, Cherry Bakewell RY4. I've never been a tobacco lover. The tobacco element of this is too strong for me. It has got that nice cherry, I would say undertone, but the tobacco is just far too strong for me to appreciate the other flavors in it. It's like so tobacco, and then the mildest of cherry Bakewell element. But that is my personal preference. That is because I normally stay away from tobacco. It is nice. I could finish the bottle, but what I'm thinking is I've had probably not even 10ml, so may do a giveaway on this if anyone is interested. So obviously it is an open bottle. I'd do a giveaway with this and maybe a device. But yeah, and they are, as I said, if you didn't watch the previous review, these are 60-40, so you can add salt shots, you can add standard nick shots, etc. to get them to your 50-50 if you want. You can get them up to 70-30, you can do whatever you want to get them there, but they're at a 60-40 premix, so in there is 60-40. So you can add your nick shots to get them to exactly where you need to be. So if you're worried 60-40, it's not quite, you know what I mean? You can make them 50-50, but you can equally make them 70-30. I did find using them in this today. This might be the same day as the previous video, but I did a unboxing of this, and I have been using the, is it this one? Yeah, this one. I have been using this one in this device. I'm going to blame the device on this one because the flavor isn't coming through. And I've tried this in a pod system, and a pod system can handle it. As I did mention, it is 60-40. You can make it 50-50, 70-30. You know, you can teeter around just by adding the nick shots, and they've gone 60-40, so it's a nice, even if you don't add nick shots, it would still work in a pod system. Don't understand why it wasn't working in this. I wasn't getting any flavor, so I am gonna try another juice in it. I don't know, maybe I got a dodgy coil in this, don't know, but very, very flashy. I was using them in a RDA, so as a quick one, I was using the Iconic Vandy Vape. Just, it's my go-to. It's what I always do the reviews on because I know how the flavor comes through on that. That is what I tried them all on. I did try the, there you go. I did try the Cobalt in a pod system, and it worked absolutely fine. Flavor was coming through banging. The Grenadier, it's exactly the same. There was no drop in flavor. 60-40, you can't fault it. And the Old Boy, as I say, I will be throwing this one up for a giveaway just because the tobacco element, for me, no hate on the, you know, the manufacturing, the producing. It is a brilliant RY4. Sorry. It is a brilliant flavor. It has got a nice cherry Bakewell undertone, or cherry undertone, should I say. However, I'm just not a tobacco fan. It's very rare that I find a tobacco that I could vape all day. That one I could, but if these other two were on the table, I would definitely be going for these over that. But that's because I don't like tobacco flavors. When I started vaping, tobacco was, you know, it was gold, silver, bronze, and they were all just versions of tobacco, like intenseness, intensityness. How intense the tobacco flavour was. However, these two, absolutely banging. I was saying in the initial review that I did live, this one was my number one, the pineapple. So the Grenadier is now my number one. Absolutely love it. If you love pineapple, if you love cake, go for that. But equally, the blue raspberry is bang on. And I can appreciate a good flavour. That is a good tobacco. They have nailed the tobacco flavour. I just don't like tobacco. So absolutely nailed it. I couldn't fault that. Going back to the Cobalt, I think they've done it to get people off disposables. The blue raspberry is a little stronger than what I would usually go for, but it is still absolutely banging. And yeah, the pineapple, absolutely amazing. So yeah, scores overall, that was my 9 out of 10. And that, I believe I may have given 8. I'm now going to say they are both a 9, 8.5 for the Cobalt, a 9 for the pineapple, the Grenadier, And then the Old Boy, do appreciate it. It's just not a flavour for me. I would say an 8, 8.5, just because I think the tobacco is too overpowering for the cherry bakewell element of it. But that could be me focusing too much on the not liking tobacco. So it's probably, you know, playing on me. If you're eating a meal and it's got coconut in, you're not going to like the meal because the coconut's going to put you off. However, genuinely love the range. And if anyone does want to purchase my tube mech that was made for me by Flooid, it's got, just to clarify, because Ryan did ask me, he said, I thought that was a real thing. Like, how would they put batteries in? And I was like, no, mate, it's an Atty stand. Oh, it's an Atty stand in a paper tube. But yeah, the fact that it's not really an accomplishment to trick Ryan on that one. But yeah, so that is my updated review on these 3 flavours. Bangers, I'd say. If the other flavours are the same, I reckon they've got a solid 8 to 9 out of 10 across the board on the other flavours. Haven't tried them. Maybe they will send them out. Maybe I'll have to buy them. But I am genuinely intrigued to try the other flavours. This video will be going up on YouTube as well. So if you are now watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching. You've been great. Ciao.